One of the questions that I get asked the most is there a difference between soul and spirit? I want you to answer the question in the comments if you know. I know how I do. I'm going to make this real simple and real plain. Think of spirit as your source energy. This is the animating force or the spark energy. In a sense, you could think of spirit as consciousness, the breath of life, awareness, or even the I am before the personality. Connection to source, to God, to the universe, to spirit, or whatever it is that you call it. Spirit is eternal. Spirit is also neutral. Spirit is expansive. Spirit is not emotional. Spirit doesn't really take shit personally. Spirit don't get offended. Spirit don't panic. Spirit definitely do not need no validation. Spirit observes. For the longest time, I used to think spirit and soul was the same. I ain't gonna lie to you. Your soul is your individual expression of spirit having an experience. To put it in perspective, you can think of soul as memory. So, when I talk to y'all about ancestral memory or unlocking soul code memories, emotion, identity, lesson, preferences, wounds, desire. Your soul is shaped by experience. It can be emotional. It's constantly learning. It's constantly evolving. Unlike spirit, your soul can take things personally. Soul feels pain. The soul is the cause of attachment. Soul is what carries the stories as well as the traumas. In a nutshell, the soul experiences. To make it even simpler, let's just think about it like this. Spirit is the electricity, aka the spark, right? Soul is the tool that uses the electricity. You have the same power source, just different expressions. Or we could keep breaking it down and say spirit is like the ocean, whereas soul is the wave. Sometimes the wave can look separate, but it's never not in the ocean. Or I'll just give y'all one of my favorite analogies that I heard throughout the years that always stuck with me. If I go to the ocean, right, I take a cup to this said ocean. I dip that cup in the ocean. Is the water that's in this imaginary cup right here, is that not still ocean water just in a cup? The reason why a lot of people confuse this, of course, is due to religion. The thing is, if people don't know the difference, they're easier to control. If you think that your spirit can be damned, you live in fear. If you think spirit is outside of you, you automatically giving your power away. All of my folks who have read the Bible, okay, for all of my people who have went to church, who love going to church, who dislike going to church, I know y'all remember the saying God is spirit, because spirit is the source and your soul is having the experience. When you react emotionally, of course, we call this ego, but that is tied to your soul. You're calm, and when you clear, that is spirit. You just happen to feel called into drama, fear, attachment. That's soul. On the other hand, when you start to feel grounded, when you start to feel like you're coming into alignment, you step out of belief and step into your knowing, that is spirit. See, this is why discernment matters. Spirit is going to whisper, but the soul is going to react. This is why I tell people when I reference spirit, I'm still talking about me. I'm talking about my divine connection to source. I learned to listen to awareness over conditioning. I no longer outsource my knowing. Think about that. It makes a lot of people uncomfortable, but it is what it is. That's their soul's journey. The truth of the matter is that scares the shit out of people that think spirit is an external authority. So technically we do not have a spirit, we are spirit. And technically you don't have a soul, you experience through the soul. The whole journey is to let spirit lead while the soul learns, while the soul experiences. That's it. That's the separation. That's the power. Hopefully this answered any questions out there, but if not, let me know in them comments. As always, peace, love, and light, and gratitude for watching.